Yes. He's here in person, all the way from Nigeria. Maleek Berry, ladies and gentlemen. Maleek, what's up, man?
What's up, my bro?
Welcome to our show.
Yes, thanks for having me.
Karibu sana, ama you haven't learned that since you came around. How many Swahili words have you picked up here and there?
I know Sasa.
Okay.
I know Mambo VP.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's about it.
You're a quick learner. You're a quick learner.
That's
I see.
about it.
Big things you're doing, man. Big
Yeah,
things you're
man.
doing.
We're pushing. We're pushing. Just got to thank God, man. We've been grinding for a long time now, and it's just, the music is starting to travel and
Yes.
across the continent and in other parts of the world as well.
Music producer, musician. How do you juggle between? How do you handle the conflict of interest?
You know what? That's actually the hardest part, because I make songs all the time, and I go through the whole, should I give this beat to this person? Should I give this song to that person, or keep
Yes.
it for myself?
Yes.
I'm always going through that battle. And obviously I've always got people reaching out to me as well. Oh, Maleek, can you jump on my project? Can you produce this?
Yes.
So it's hard, but
Yes.
I think I'm getting used to juggling.
You're
I'm
trying.
getting used to the balance now.
You're trying.
Yeah,
You're trying.
I'm trying.
Nice. And you have a very good work out there. I actually took interest in The Matter, the song that we just played last in that package that we played. The title of the song is Maleek Berry featuring Wizkid.
Yeah.
And I think I watched the whole video. I didn't see you sing.
Yeah,
I think I just saw you scream once.
No, I didn't. I didn't say anything. I remember those days on Twitter, everybody thought I was like a mute or something.
Yes.
But that was when me and Wiz had this idea, where I had the idea and I brought it to Wiz, and it was nobody in Africa was really doing that at the time. It was like similar to what David Guetta or Skrillex were doing, where the producers would feature the artists.
Yes.
So I wanted to experiment with that, try it in Africa, and just see how people receive and how people accept it. And that was one of the songs that we did, and it did a lot.
It blew up.
It did a lot, and obviously it opened a lot of doors for everything that's happening now.
And you have a very interesting story on how you met Wizkid.
Yeah. I actually met Wiz. I went to Nigeria on a family holiday in 2011.
Yes.
And I spent most of the time with Davido and his family, and we was working on Davido's album at the time. And I remember one day we was chilling in the studio, and this drop top car pulled up through the gates, blasting Rick Ross, super high, and I couldn't really see who, because obviously Wiz is short, you can't really see through the
Yes.
So anyway, he pulled up, jumped out the car, yo, what's up?
Yes.
And that was the first time we met, and that same day he jumped on like 3 of my beats. And apparently Wiz never does that with producers, and from there we just built a relationship.
You just clicked.
Yeah.
And you mentioned, are you and Davido just chilling with family? You guys were friends with Davido back then?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I got introduced to Davido through a cousin of his that used to go to my university.
Yes.
And I remember when she told me about him, she was like, yeah, I've got this cousin of mine, he's young, he's just like you, he's a couple years younger, but, he produces and he's an artist as well, and blah, blah, blah. And from there, I think it was like 2010 we connected.
Yes.
And ever since then, we've been friends, since till this day, man.
And your music journey is very interesting. My favorite part was you started singing way back when you were young in church.
Yeah.
And you guys managed to sneak JayZ beats to church, listening them with gospel lyrics.
Yeah.
How did that go for you? They haven't contacted you. They haven't contacted you after that, talking about you were setting them up with a trip to hell, maybe.
You know what? Yeah.
Yes.
At first, it was we was just young, we was naive, we had like JayZ beats from Reasonable Doubt. There was some Nas instrumentals. We wasn't even thinking, about is this right? Is this not right? We just wanted to make music.
Okay.
And we were writing our own songs on these instrumentals. Then one day, this uncle from church walked up to me and was like, hold on a second, Maleek, I know what song that beat is from, right? And I was like, I didn't know. Then he was like, you know, why are you guys using these beats? You know, you should be making your own beats.
Yes.
And that's when I had the light bulb moment. Oh my gosh, like, you know, I can actually make my own beats. Then I went and got my hands on a piece of software, Fruity Loops, and ever since then, my life just changed. I started producing like a lot of the songs for the group, and that's when like my production career started.
And you're friends with both Davido and Wizkid, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And there was a time that these guys had some beef brewing between them.
Yeah.
How was that for you as a close ally to both of them?
You see, me, I know how to play Game of Thrones very well. You know what?
And can you say that you are the Kalonzo of the relationship?
I didn't really get involved. You know, the way I see things is like, you know, whenever like two brothers are fighting, it's not really wise to try and pick a side, because when they eventually make up one day, you're gonna look like an idiot.
Yes.
You know, so I stayed neutral, you know, throughout the whole situation, and both of them, like, you know, we have a lot of mutual respect. So Wiz didn't even say anything to me whenever he'll see me with David or talking to David, and David didn't say anything. So we're all like boys at the end of the day, man. You know?
Okay. And being a producer, very established right now, doing music, very good music. Do you have artists that you can take credit for bringing up from scratch? I watched some video you did with some artist who was freestyling on your beat. She's called Tenny. I think I liked
Tenny,
I
Tenny.
liked what
She's
she was doing.
amazing. She's amazing. She's amazing. Yeah, I mean, there's a. I don't know if I could take credit. You know, all I do is I try to. I find a lot of joy in, especially in working with artists who are not really known.
Yes.
Or artists who are in weird places at their, you know, at their career. Like when I did Baby Hello for Wande Cole, he was going through the whole leaving Maven, and it was very muddy waters for him, and then he did Baby Hello, and that took him to another level.
Yes.
When Wiz dropped The Matter, before he dropped The Matter, he was going on through his situation, and The Matter came in and just changed everything. So like I have a passion to just help people, you know. You know, and just serve, you know, whether it's production, whether it's writing, whether it's features.
That's very noble. And before we talk about what you're doing in the country right now, Karibu Sana, first of all, again. Yeah. Any artists in Kenya who you're listening to in Nigeria?
Well, you mentioned Nigeria. I'm actually based in London. Like
Yes.
But there's right now, I think I'm listening to a lot of. I think maybe that's because we're gonna do some work together soon. Blinky Bill, I really like Blinky Bill. He's one of my favorite artists. Yes. I recently produced something for Sauti Soul.
Okay.
And a very, you know, big Nigerian artist. I don't know if I'm meant to be talking about it yet, but it's meant to come out soon.
Okay.
But the song's really good. So those two artists, you know, and obviously like I've known Victoria Kimani for a while.
Oh, yes.
We're yet to work. But I got some dope beats in the bag.
You don't know artists like Vera Sidika, no?
I'm still learning. One thing about me is I don't know everything, and I'm very open and I'm very fluid. And being out here, like I bumped into Prezzo the other day in a club, and he seems really cool. We talked about doing some stuff as well.
Yes.
So I'm getting to meet people. I'm getting to know people. I'm getting used to the culture. And I know there's going to be a lot more exciting things to come next year, because, you know, I believe in Africa to the world. You know?
I wish I could. I really wanted to talk about, you have a taste of both lives, in both London and Nigeria. For London, I think you talked about something somewhere about you having faced hardship at some point in life, and then you have lived the London life. You actually have a phrase for that back in Kenya. Maisha London means the best life you can have.
Okay.
And Nigeria, so, how do you balance the two?
How did I balance the two? Like I for a long time I didn't go back to Nigeria for a long time. I was living in London.
Yes.
And obviously, you know, growing up in South London, I grew up in a like council estate. Single mom, you know, my mama had to work like 2 jobs.
Yes.
And it was, you know, it was tough times, and obviously coming from an African background, I've always wanted to do music, but my mum always had the idea of me studying medicine or engineering or whatever.
Yes.
So I think in terms of balancing, I wouldn't say I had to do a lot of balancing. It was just I stayed focused. I always had a plan. Even when I think when I finished uni, that was probably the hardest time.
Yes.
Because I didn't want to get a 9-to-5 job. I was quote unquote chasing a dream. Most of my peers were, you know, they had jobs in law, accounting, or whatever. And here's me. I took a part-time job working in Gap. So I was folding jeans for like 2 years while I was, you know, going back home and producing every day, learning my craft.
Yes.
And I think that was probably the hardest time because, like I said, man, so many of my peers were moving on in life,
yes.
and I was still here trying to chase this dream. And but I stayed focused, man. I'm a planner, I'm a goal setter,
okay.
and I'm a dreamer, and I'm still a dreamer.
Quite evident, quite evident. And you have a very interesting sense of style.
Thank you. I'll try.
I don't know what you call this, but I know what you call this. This is called eyewitness. In Kenya, it's fresh. It's like a new
eyewitness.
Yes. This one is called eyewitness. Classic. Before I let you go, tell us, you will be performing tonight.
Yes. I'm performing. Obviously, it's my first time ever in Kenya, first time in Nairobi, and I'm performing at Privé tonight. So it's yeah, I'm just excited, man. You know, I've heard a lot of good things about the Kenyan fans. So I'm just excited to just party and just, you know, turn up and share my music with
people. Should come out to
make sure you guys come out.
Yes, Maleek will be there live.
Yes.
Will be there live.
Yes.
And I can teach you some. I saw you are a quick learner. I've noted that you are a quick learner. You talked about some few Swahili words you picked up here and there. I'll teach you one phrase, the most common right now. Don't ever forget that.
Okay.
It's called, and you'll teach me one Nigerian slang that's most common, so we can pick that up. Wacha niende hivi nikam.
Say that again.
Wacha niende hivi nikam.
Wacha niende hivi nikam.
No, that's Muranga. No, like Kenya. Wacha niende hivi nikam. Niende hivi nikam.
Wacha niende
hivi nikam. That's a polite way of telling someone that you're not coming back.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Why would I want to say that?
Because sometimes being bluntly honest can be painful. So wacha niende hivi nikam.
Wacha niende hivi nikam.
Wacha
niende
hivi nikam.
Hivi nikam.
And if it's a lady, you say acha niende hivi nikam Buddha.
Hacha niende hivi nikam Buddha.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I'll try not to forget that.
Don't forget that. And Nigerian slang we can use?
Kilon shele is like what's going on, what's happening.
Kilon shele.
Kilon shele. Kilon shele is Yoruba. Then there's pidgin English or broken English. It's like how you day. Everybody knows that. Like how you doing.
And you do use that. You can speak that
well,
English very well.
I'm okay. I'm not the best. I'm not the best.
Oh, so you've said ati?
Kilon shele.
Oh, I had kulam chele.
Kilon shele.
That's close to Swahili. Kulam chele is eat rice. But
okay.
That means different.
Okay. Then how you day is how you doing. That's broken English.
How you day.
How you day.
How you day, people.
Yeah.
Tukutane Privé.